I finished up those master notes, ran enough fortresses to get Mrs. Norris and get past that step, so it's on to Godric Gryffindor. I'm Professor Voqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Hello, Professor. I didn't see you there.
Did you just see that? The witch sharpening gift, another one. Now that was from a greenhouse, which that's actually the greenhouses I got that from the other day in that video. When I ran fortresses last night, I got one from a fortress as well. So when you actually needed them, weren't getting them, and now I just see them all the time. So anyway, before we do anything, I do want to go over to the registry. There's a couple random things to do. I did run enough fortresses to get the experience and then also to defeat the foes. I definitely killed that. And use some of the brilliant runestones to get Mrs. Norris, which we'll go look at her in a second. But over in the challenge registry first, I did get a couple rank ups, so 4 more spell books toward getting 1 more node unlocked on the adversary tree. But over here in joke products down at the bottom, the skiving snack box, 25 out of 25. So boom, that gets me 1200 challenge experience, which I need because I do need these rank ups to get those spell books. Over here at Darkness Rising, if you remember from my previous videos, that was really the event that had me not liking the game too much. And a lot of people were not happy with how things were going. So as soon as I finished the task, I just stopped playing the event at all. So I never made it to rank 65 asterisk. I never maxed out the rank. And it was because I just was kind of done with that event and I just was playing the game regularly, waiting. And I will say right after that, we had a good turnaround and things did improve at that point. So I was very happy with that. But I had a ton of runestones from Darkness Rising. So I've slowly been running fortresses and building up the rank, figuring I would probably max rank it. Well, I'm 1 experience away from ranking it up, and the poisonous candle's 3 out of 3. So I'm going to place that image. We are going to max rank it. So I guess technically I finally finished Darkness Rising in the way that I generally finish events, which is to finally get that max rank. And I got a treasure trunk. That goes. All right, so there was that. Under the event we're currently on, if you look down here, Rowena's picture's ready to go. Mrs. Norris, 3 out of 3. 18 out of 20 on Godric Gryffindor. And I still need to go and get, I think, 14 of him. So let's go over to special assignments. As you can see, silver key for the 4750. That was 2 dark chambers and then a bunch of lower level chambers, like I think about 5, mainly to get Mrs. Norris at that point. I did get a boar portrait during that, so. And then some rune spore eggs for the 10 foes, which, man, I mean, I got that after 1 1/4 dark 5s, So return 15 brilliant Godric Gryffindors. I've got one spawned at my house. That's how I got it, which is going to get me 3 strong extimulos, which is more adversaries. Backing out, I am up here at Waverly Place, mainly when I need to get spawns, when I can stay in one spot and get spawns, or I need to walk a little and get spawns. This is a good spot to just gather that up. And you can see I have a bunch of event spawns around me. And all these inns here, you can see I'm 80 out of 245 energy. So it's another good way to boost my energy back up. So the plan is to get my energy total back up, get those Godric Gryffindors, and then port keys. I'm going to be trying to finish out walking those so I have those images to place when I'm done with the Gryffindors, because on the next step is when I need to place those 5 images. So let's get going, look at a little bit of the holiday decorations here at Waverly Place, and get those Godric Gryffindors. Just finished up the Gryffindors and swung back by the car because my battery's at 29%. Not super low, but I figured I'd grab my battery pack anyway for the next part of what we're about to do. Let me click on one of these. I am done with the Gryffindors, but I do want to show you something. Hopefully this is yep, Rowena will work. Show you something I talked about yesterday. So I'm max fragments on her currently. I'm 20 out of 20. So hopefully we can return her right now, and then I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. So returned her. Let me just click. We get to the reward screen, max fragment bonus. So let me show you a couple things. Number 1, her picture doesn't appear. That's been happening. Reward summary, it doesn't even show. It doesn't even show that she's that I've got anything there, but I did get her. Just know that it's a visual glitch. Now right here, there's no place image. There's that X at the bottom. So a lot, you know, if you don't want to go to your registry and you click that X, you watch, it takes you right to the registry and right to that page and starts ranking you up. So that's what I was talking about yesterday. So I do have 3 images there, 20 out of 20, 20 out of 20, 3 out of 3. Not ready to... If I placed them right now, it would be the worst possible thing I could do. So let's go over to special assignments. And 15 brilliant Godric Gryffindor, 3 strong Extimilos, which I'm a fan of. Although I've seen no adversaries today. After the event, I did see some. It's not like I haven't seen any, but today, this whole time walking around, I've seen none. Granted, because of the brilliant spawns, they may really be overtaking any adversary spawns, which would make sense. And don't throw adversaries at us when we're trying to finish a brilliant event. We need the brilliant foundables. So that would make sense for them to be more prevalent outside. Anyway, let's collect these rewards. It's 5 restricted section books, some other stuff, and then a gift as well. So I need to get 7,000 wizarding experience from traces on the map. Not a big deal. I'm gonna pop up Rufio's in a second. I didn't on the last step because I knew I was going to be stopping and starting, and I was looking for ingredients and trying to walk port keys. So I just couldn't dedicate enough time. I think for this one I will. Place 5 brilliant moving staircases 2-page images in the registry. We are about to do that because I did walk the port keys. I am done with them. And collect 15 mysterious note pieces. Hopefully we'll get the first one while I'm sitting right here, and then we'll move on from there. Anyway, let's go to the port keys first. Over here at port keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just did the exact number. So let me go ahead and open these, and we'll get all 3 fragments from those. Oh, just in case you didn't notice, this is the, so I'm in the Gryffindor common room, which is going to be the nearly headless Nick fragment. So you can see there's just pictures on the walls, probably of former famous Gryffindors. And you can see the Gryffindor, there was a fireplace there. The Gryffindor scarf is there on the sofa, so that, and the color scheme, you can kind of tell. So anyway, it is a Gryffindor common room, very cool. I would suggest for at least 1 port key, look around. The other port key, of course, is going to have the Grey Lady, which is for Ravenclaw. So this is up in the tower. This is the Ravenclaw common room. We can see the ceiling is there. This is my common room because I am a Ravenclaw. Now let me click on a Rackspert. There we go. Got some family experience. And then on the walls, you can see famous pictures of Ravenclaws. So very cool. Oh, nice. So again, if you haven't had a chance on at least one of your port keys, just look around if you're able to walk port keys. It is cool that they put some of the effort into this. Back over at the event registry, you can see I went ahead and got 3 of each. I purposely, of course, contained that. So 3 fragments of each of those, which means I have all 5 images ready to place, which will meet that requirement in the special assignments. But let's go ahead and place these images. I'm sure Constance or Harry or Hermione or Gareth Greengrass all got something to say. So we'll start with Rowena Ravenclaw because that's the first one I got. When I was a student at Hogwarts, I'd rub Rowena Ravenclaw's portrait before every exam in the hopes that I could absorb some of her intelligence. Unfortunately, the only thing that wore off on me was paint. She ruined the painting. All right, let's go to Godric Gryffindor. Yeah, I figured it'd be Harry. Oh, 39 rank on that family experience. It's been difficult explaining to James, Lily, and Albus why I haven't been home to bake gingerbread or hang stockings. Those are his children, just in case you don't know. Ginny has been painting me as some Godric Gryffindor-esque figure, bravely and selflessly working to fight evil. But truthfully, I would much rather be celebrating Christmas with them. Huh, you can see low power mode. So why don't I take Hermione and Constance up on their offer and take the rest of the holidays off? Hermione theorized that I'm pushing myself out of a sense of obligation. She's absolutely right. Desperation drove Grimm to start the calamity, desperation he might not have felt had I handled the Luncheon 5 investigation better. No matter how much I'd love to drop everything and spend the holidays entirely with my family, I can't in good conscience do so. Not while Grimm and Penelope's children go another Christmas without their parents. And let's go to Mrs. Norris. I got her next. She is definitely an interesting character that I would love to hear more about her backstory. You can only theorize onto what she is, who she is. Well, unless I just clicked by it, I got no story text from that. Maybe I clicked too soon and wasn't looking at the screen, but I'll find out by maybe looking back over the video of this. But anyway, let me go ahead and click on, I'll go nearly headless Nick first and finish it out with the Grey Lady. Professor McGonagall, you're back again. Has Grimm sent a false memory to another Hogwarts ghost? Yes, apparently he asked Sir Nicholas to stand guard in the grand staircase until he's been found. First, Grimm instructs the Fat Friar to mind the portraits. Now this. Is he trying to tell us someone's hiding in or behind one of the portraits in the grand staircase? Is that even possible? This is Hermione talking with Professor McGonagall. My dear, if there's one thing I've learned in all my years at Hogwarts, it's that anything is possible. All right, and let's finish it up with the Grey Lady. I apologize for showing up unannounced again, but it seems Grim Foley has once more reached out to one of Hogwarts' resident ghosts. This time, he's apparently contacted the Grey Lady. What did he say? We're not sure. The only reason we know Grim spoke to the Grey Lady at all is because she told a curious Ravenclaw as much. Apparently, the student spotted her canvassing the grand staircase. When asked what she was up to, she said she was helping Grim search and left. Can I speak to her? I'm afraid that would be impossible. You see, the Grey Lady, she's gone missing. Ooh, a ghost is missing. All right. Well, besides the Mrs. Norris, which I'm not sure, I'm sure I'll look on Discord later and find out either what was said or if it's a glitch or something and there was no story text. But the important part is we placed our 5 images. All right, so this is after all 5 images are placed. I think I figured out Grimm's message. The emphasis on portraits, the comment about the place where the Prince of Enchanters is enthroned, advising nearly headless Nick to patrol the grand staircase. He's trying to tell us someone's hidden in Hogwarts' portrait of Merlin. The Prince of Enchanters is enthroned. Was that part of the Mrs. Norris text that I missed? As usual, Hermione, you're spot on. An urgent owl from Professor McGonagall just arrived. Apparently, they found the Grey Lady and Kit Gerard. Nearly headless Nick spotted him inside the portrait of Merlin in the grand staircase, just like you said. It's all here in her letter. Kit Gerard, as in the Kit Gerard, the reporter who went missing with the rest of the London Five. But it's been years. I assumed he'd died. Me too. But sure enough, the man sealed inside the portrait does appear to be Kit, though he curiously doesn't seem to be able to remember anything about himself or how he got there. This is incredible. Truly, Grim has delivered us and the Gerard family a Christmas gift we'll never forget. Well, interesting. All right. Well, before I go get that, though, let me click on one of these. Let's see if we get a mysterious note, because we do need to get 15, but the first one will almost certainly get us some story text on what's going on. All right, well, I got Godric. Is he going to drop me a note, though? Yep, there's a mysterious note piece, so let's back out. Should be something. There it is. I think he'll give us an answer. Whether or not it'll be a truthful one, well, that's the million-gallon question, isn't it? I think he'll give us an answer. Whether or not it'll be a truthful one, well, that's the million-gallon question, isn't it? They repeated the same text twice. Certainly not the first time they've messed up this story text. Yeah, that was it. That's all they're going to give us. All right, well, let's go to collect my 1 spell book. Excellent. Still need them for placing 5 images. So now I need to earn 7,000 witnessing experience and then also 15 mysterious note pieces by returning any brilliant Hogwarts for Holidays traces, which I am going to start doing. And I'll wait, I guess, until I assume when I get to the 5th one, we'll get some more story text, hopefully, if everything's working properly. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back at it and try to get enough traces to get to 7,000, hook up my battery pack for sure, and get those 15 mysterious note pieces so we can hopefully unlock the bonus task today. All right, if this gives me, by the way, there's an adversary right there, just after I talk about this. Well, if this gives me a mysterious note piece, it will be my 5th, and then I think there might be some story text. There we go. It didn't give me one. I think there's some more around here. Yeah, as I say, there's more to click on. All right, let's see if the next one gets it for me. All right, Helga returns. Let's see if she came through for me. She did not. I think there's still another one. Yeah, there's a bunch around here. That's why I picked this spot. I was one away, and I knew there's a ton. All right, Godric down. Will he give me the piece? Yeah, there you go. So that's 5 pieces. Usually this pops something up. There you go. I can make out part of the note now. I found one. It's written in Grimm's handwriting. Found one of what? I'm not sure, but I'm going to go out on a whomping willow limb and say it's probably not the perfect Christmas present. All right, so you can see I have an adversary there now. I may actually fight that. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure. Because I do need to finish, and I need to get home by 5 o'clock, and it's 4 o'clock right now. Anyway, let me go ahead and hit some more of these brilliants and get up to 10 fragments, and then we'll check back in. Sitting at 9 pieces, so hopefully this Godric Gryffindor will give me the 10th, and we'll see what the story text is there. And forgot to put a Barufios on, so I just put it on a little bit ago, so I should hit that 7,000 pretty quickly now. All right, Godric down. Hopefully he gives me a note piece. Of course he didn't. I swear, they give them to me every time until I get it on camera, and then I need that one to go ahead and get that story text for you guys. All right, let's see if my house founder will give it to me. All right, Rowena, hook me up. There you go. Got to go with your house, I guess, on this. Whew, lot to say. I wish I could say everything's been cleared up now that we've reassembled the entire note. Entire note, I still have 5 more pieces you want me to get. But I might be even more confused than before. He'll be waiting for you where the Prince of Enchanters is enthroned. The rest is up to you. What kind of message is that? An encoded one, no doubt. Grim is nothing if not cryptic, isn't he? Still, I can't help but wonder why. For all his posturing of needing our help, he continues to be so frustratingly vague. The riddle is one thing, but we don't even know who this he is. Perhaps he wants to prevent the information from falling into the wrong hands. Though I'll admit it's also quite possible this is some elaborate distraction intended to take our minds off whatever has been keeping Harry up at night. Merlin's beard, Grim, what have you gotten yourself into? Hold on, Merlin? Could it be? I'll have to look into this. Okay, so before she already talked about Merlin, so I think some story text is out of order here for sure. Something's definitely out of order. They definitely think it's Merlin is where they need to be looking. All right, I'm going to keep collecting some more notes here and go ahead and try to finish out the rest of these note pieces, even though it said that's the ends, but I still have to get 5 more pieces. It does this to us all the time. And I still need to finish up that 7,000. But I do need to get leaving in a second, so I'm either going to be finishing this up pretty quickly and getting out of here, or not finishing it. Either way, I'm going to meet you guys back at my vehicle, and we'll end there. Figured it'd be a little easier to go ahead and finish up here at home because I didn't actually have to be in the car or anything like that. So I am back home. I do have a meeting at 5 o'clock, so I have about 15 minutes. So I do have enough time to just finish things off. But 7,000 Wizarding Experience, once I put the Barufios on, that definitely went by pretty quickly. So let's collect that spell book. And then the 15 Mysterious Note Pieces. I did get the last 5. I actually recorded that just in case some story text came up, which no story text came up, as per usual. So let me get that last one. And let's collect, ooh, nice. So 5 Defense Against Dark Arts books, 5 Restricted Section books. The gift might be a little bit better. My game's been doing this a lot, what you see right now on the screen, this where it just kind of times itself out. It's been running really slowly. I'm not sure. This has been for probably the last 2 things, the Adversary Weekend and then this event. It's been doing it to me. And then I get the wireless network error, which I can tell you I am on my home wireless, but I will have this happen while I'm running other things or streaming, Netflix or something like that. And all that stays fine. It's just this. So I know it's not my wireless network itself. Yeah, and it's gonna reboot the whole game on me. 3 restarts later, and we're back on this screen. So it's definitely struggling. So let's see if we can collect now. There we go. It is an extravagant spell energy gift. I had a feeling it was. Event complete. Fantastic, although we know it's not. So let me back out, and then it's going to say, hey, issued you a special assignment. Fantastic. So let's go back in and just look real quickly. We are on the bonus task now. That's my dailies. I'll get those later. So brew 10 potions, Extimulos in a Wizarding Challenge, 45 Brilliant Event, Highest Chamber, 25 Spellcasts. So all of this probably going to finish tomorrow or the next day, so Christmas Eve or Christmas Day itself, mainly because this can be done a little more casually as you go along. Over at Potions here, I actually have 1 ready to go. I could have technically had 4, and I did start to brew things. They just weren't going along quickly enough. So I had 4 Extimulos, and I'll go ahead and put the master notes in for this one. But after this, I did collect a ton of Snowdrop, actually. So strong Extimulos, I should be able to run at least 6 of these. I think 6. Yep, I have enough to do 6. So I'm going to start brewing Extimulos following those regular, or strong Extimulos after the Extimulos. The Extimulos, I tend to use those, and I want to use those in the chambers for the bonus tasks, but even normally I'll use them in chambers like Dark 5 just to make things go a little bit quicker, or especially when I have to fight something that I'm not proficient against. I'll use the Extimulo to kind of speed up so I can get back out and apply hexes or apply shields if I haven't done everybody yet, that kind of thing. Over at the store, you can see the bonus assignment bundle just unlocked, and I am on iOS, and I know people have had some trouble with the iOS bug and stuff. I was able to claim my complimentary gift. I know people were having trouble with that. They can't make purchases, and then they weren't able to do that either. I have been able to do that. I've been able to rent the Cauldron, which I did, I think, last week for just 1 time. So I'll end up probably really starting these really now, essentially, moving forward, because a lot of this can kind of be done as you go along, especially the Wizarding Challenge and my top chamber. I'll probably do that later tonight. and use those Extimulos and go into a couple more. The Brilliants will kind of happen. They do spawn around my house a little bit. And then the potions you saw I've got going, so I'm just going to be running them. So there's a good chance we'll be done with most of this sometime throughout tomorrow, and we can finish up. Very successful second day of the event. Got everything done that I wanted to. I wanted it to make it to the bonus tasks and then have those potions queued up. That was my real goal there. Wasn't sure how quickly I'd find the Godric Gryffindors. Pretty good spawn rate. I saw a lot of Rowena Ravenclaws as well, but mainly those two, so that really helped out. The 45 Brilliants, I don't see that being too big of an issue. I do see Brilliants all the time. Oh, and that adversary that you saw before that I wasn't sure about, I did end up clicking on it because I just wanted to see what it was, and that was going to determine. And it was another Norwegian Ridgeback, and I was just like, I don't have the time to fight this right now. So I ended up not fighting it. I just ended up backing up and walking around somewhere to get some more of those Brilliants to get the mysterious notes. I hope you're enjoying whatever holidays you celebrate at this time of the year, and thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Knox.